Alright, had food and everything. Time to get to business. Alright. Margaret, how could you do this to me? Never had eyes for other men before. What changed? I have to do something before I lose her for good. I must. This Vice Commissioner Pierre, I just see him on the first floor. Looks like something's troubling him. The SSS. How long have you all been standing there? How much did you hear? Nothing specific, but I think I got an idea or two. You said something about a Margaret having eyes for other men. Could that be the name of your favorite hostess, Vice Commissioner? How dare you! You watch your mouth, Hemisphere. Margaret is the name of my missus. Missus? You mean your wife? Yes, you fool. I know I lost my wedding ring once, but ever since I was passed over for the role of commissioner, she's been nagging me like never before. Wait, what am I doing telling you all of this? That's right, the Vice Commissioner came off as pretty wet when he lost his ring. It's been months, but it sounds like his latest predicament stems from that. Fine, I have no other choice. Beggars can't be choosers at times like these. Look alive, SSS. I'm giving you a top secret request straight from the Vice Commissioner. Secret? What are you talking about? I'll be frank. I would like for you to investigate my wife. You want us to investigate your old lady? Would using your post to investigate personal matters not be against department policy? You let me worry about department policy. Time is of the essence here. Call it a formal support request or whatever it is you kids do if it makes you feel better. How does that sound? I guess we could. What should we do? Good luck with the divorce. Okay, you clearly need a hand, so we'll hear you out. Can you start over from the beginning? You'll really help me. Good. I'll tell you everything you need to know, but not here. Follow me up to my office. We can discuss the details there. Your wife has been seeing a host. That's right. As I understand, she's been going to several such clubs lately. However, there's one host in particular she's been meeting with in secret. Are you sure this man is a host? Right, shouldn't you be more trusting of your wife? I know that, but I decided to risk my life to find out for sure. I found the evidence in her purse. She had an appointment scheduled for today with a man named Clyde. What kind of a man has a name like that? It's a stage name. He has to be a host. I would not call that irrefutable, but I cannot say he is wrong either. Dude is more desperate than I was expecting him to be. So he thinks he's seeing a host named Clyde. Sorry to tell you, but I've never heard of such a host, and believe me, I know. What? Seriously, Wazzy. You meet people in this business. I generally know the names of all the other hosts that work at the clubs in the entertainment district. I can't rule out that he's a newbie that I've never heard of, though. Wait just a moment. Why exactly would you be so knowledgeable about this hemisphere? Don't tell me that you, the newest member of the SSS, are a host? Why, yes. What? You're a member of the police force. Think what people would say if they found out what you were doing off duty. Please try to calm down, Vice Commissioner. What matters right now is that we try to find out the truth from your wife herself. That's right, and trust us, we've tried to lecture Wazzy about the same thing several times, but there's no getting through to him. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ugh. You said you looked into your wife's purse, right? Not that I'm condoning that, but was there anything else in there that could kickstart our investigation? Let me think. Now I remember, there was also a location written in her appointment book. She's been visiting the restaurant in Central Square in the afternoon very often. The restaurant in Central Square being set. However, if this man truly is a host, would it not be strange for her to be meeting him in broad daylight? Not necessarily. A secret little rendezvous while the husband is at work is not as uncommon as you may think. Plenty of hosts have regular customers they only meet during the day. And I'm right, aren't I? Settle down, and please stop making this harder than it needs to be, Wazzy. Whoops. I think we understand the situation now. Would you mind stepping back and entrusting the investigation to us, Vice Commissioner? Fine, do whatever it is you have to do. Just get to the bottom of this. But discreetly, am I clear? Understood. We'll get right on it. Man, I can't believe we agreed to this. To be fair, the Vice Commissioner did seem genuinely concerned about his wife. I think it's worth investigating until we see the truth of the matter for ourselves. if we have to. So where should we begin? Let's try the restaurant in Central Square first. His wife has been there with the supposed host. We may be able to get information from the staff at least. That sounds like a good place to start as any. Shall we be off? Why is he so into this? I have to say, like, this vice commissioner is a complete jackass, but he's funny. Alright, to the restaurant. Look. Ooh. You have a keen eye, Margaret. Forgive me if I'm being out of line, but you truly are wasted on your husband. You always have such a way with words, Clyde. Oh, shit. That's the vice commissioner's wife and the man we were told about. So this is Clyde. He doesn't like any host I've ever met before. Let's grab a nearby table and avoid doing anything to arouse their suspicions. You may be able to learn something. Understood. We should try splitting up and sitting at different tables then. Oh yes, I saw this pamphlet the other day. I fell in love immediately upon seeing those photos. Did you now? Perhaps we can go visit together then. If you like, I could even arrange a hotel for you. Actually, there's no need. I already went. I enjoyed the scenery and had very little to complain about. That's wonderful. That certainly simplifies things. So, about that reservation. They do seem comfortable around each other. It sounds like they're planning a trip to Michelin together. Still, something seems off. That actually sounds like a bit of a kiss-ass. We don't have any decisive evidence yet. Let's keep listening in on their conversation. Well then, if you'll excuse me. Okay, I'll see you at the club later, correct? At New Blanc in the entertainment district. I'll meet you there. I'll bring what you've been looking forward to, ma'am. I'll be waiting. I guess the date is over. What should we do, Lloyd? We have yet to gain anything concrete. Let's keep shadowing them. Randy, Wazzy, and I will follow Clyde. Ellie, Tio, and Noel, you three follow Margaret. Make sure you're not spotted. Understood. Let's blow this joint. Things are heating up nicely. Sorry to keep you waiting, Clyde. I brought what we discussed. I received a briefcase. Thank you very much. Oh, how did things go? Well, she's quite interested. We'll be closing later at Neblanc. That's good to hear. Well, it's almost time for the next cruise ship to leave. I'll head back to Michelin and make sure everything is in order. All up to you now, Clyde. You close this contract and you're going to be the top agent this month for sure. I won't let you down, sir. Huh. Okay, let's do this. Damn, he's getting in his car. Clyde's looking pretty fired up, ain't he? From the sound of it, he's going to be meeting the vice commissioner's wife at New Blanc. What should we do now? We've got what we needed, so we don't need to keep telling him, do we? No, let's contact Ellie and the others. We should group at Police HQ for now. I think we have enough to pinpoint just who this Clyde person is. Afterward, Lloyd contacted Ellie and the others while they were tailing the vice commissioner's wife. They decided to meet at the police department and sort through the information for Vice Commissioner Pierre. Well, how did the investigation go? Has my wife been having an affair with the host? Excuse me, please, calm down, Vice Commissioner. Before that, how did following Miss Margaret go, Ellie? Well, we watched her as closely as we could, but we didn't notice anything strange. She eventually went back home to the residential district. And she didn't meet anyone else on the way there. However, she plans to meet this quiet person at Neblanc later. What? What does he think he's doing taking my wife to a place like that? So be it, I'll put together an entire SWAT team and storm Neblanc. I told you to calm down, Vice Commissioner. The last thing you want to do is send armed officers there, you know, considering who owns the place. Well then, what am I supposed to do? Every second we waste here, the host gets closer to sinking his libidinous face into my Margaret. I don't think you have to worry about that. At least not as far as this host is concerned. What do you mean? Wazzy was right all along. We don't think this Clyde person is a host at all. Pardon me. If he isn't a host, then who is he? Salesman. From what we could tell, Clyde is most likely a salesman. Salesman? Going by his speech pattern, yeah, the guy sounded like he was out to sell something, but it wasn't his body or time. That's not all though. There's more that suggests he's not a host. Gentlemen such as myself work to give lonely mademoiselles a reprieve from their mundane lives for a short time. Top-class host politely escorts his lady, but he would never be more humble than necessary. We're not there to grovel. I wouldn't put it quite the way Wazzy did, but my conclusion is more or less the same. From what I could tell, Clyde and your wife didn't look like people that were having an affair at all. If pushed, I would say they came off as more as buyer and seller. That's the impression I got anyway. Given that they've met several times now, I would guess they've been negotiating a business deal of some kind. Even if all of this is true, what in the world is he coercing my wife to buy? Well, if we're continuing with the theory that he's a salesman, I think we can figure that out too. Clyde was most likely trying to sell real estate. Real estate. So he's a real estate agent. Now that you mentioned it, Michelin came up during their conversation that being said. At first, I thought it was about a vacation, but that pamphlet stuck out to me. It may have been a pamphlet about top-scale properties for sale in Michelin. And after we tailed him to the Harbor District, Clyde received something from a man in a suit. That's right, I got the sense from their relationship that it was his boss. He may have been delivering him something, like a contract to be signed. If we piece all this together, Clyde is a real estate agent who's been in negotiations with your wife to sell the property. This Margaret has been receptive and even went to Michelin to scope the property out, because negotiations have been going well. If all this is the case, it would explain why she's been meeting with this man so often. Hey, yeah, it's all starting to fit into place. And today they entered final negotiations. The contract is likely going to be signed today at New Blanc. Yes, it's starting to make sense. Wait just a second. You know, Margaret is trying to buy property in Michelin without even consulting me, wouldn't it? I'm not made of money. How much do you think a vice commissioner makes? Where does she expect to get that kind of mira? Could she have taken out a loan? That is a possibility. He may have even convinced her to take out a large one. You've got to be kidding me. I know what I have to do. I'm going to storm into the Blanc myself. I'm not going to let this shark swindle my wife right underneath my nose. I'll give this Clyde fellow a piece of my mind and drag Margaret out of there if it's the last thing I do. He seems to have broken his leash. It's like we accidentally flipped some kind of switch inside him. I'll tell you what, we're all here already, so why don't we go there to lend you a hand? It wouldn't be wise to charge the Blanc all by your lonesome, would it? I can't argue with that, but is that really why you want to go? Wazzy, you have a real penchant for causing drama, you know? I haven't the slightest clue what you mean. Regardless, if we don't go to hold him back, then who will? Yeah, we don't got much choice. I think I can get us into the Blanc at least. My old Paul's axe is probably bouncing at the door right about now. What the devils are you all mumbling about over there? I'm headed for New Blanc, and you're coming with me. That's final. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up? Think you can let us in, Zax? And keep it a secret from Shirley and Uncle Sigmund, obviously. Right. Right when I was thinking it'd been a while since you last showed up, here you are running errands. You've lost your touch, just like the young miss said, huh, Captain Randolph? Stop calling me that. I think this is the same Jaeger we saw in front of Crimson and Company before. I'll help you out just this once. Think of it as a little favor. Don't cause any problems inside. Got it? I won't say a peep to the young miss or the vice leader either. That good? Yeah. We're good to go. Looks like they haven't arrived yet, so we better get inside if we're gonna ambush them. I think I'll sit this one out though. That's fine. We should keep a lower profile anyway. I'm going in one way or another. You all decide among yourselves who will be joining me. What's gotten into him? We should see this through to the end now that we have come this far. I've been looking forward to this since we took his request. Vice Commissioner, Lloyd, and myself should be plenty fine, yes? Yeah, that should work. The rest of us will remain on standby. You can contact us with your enigma if you need backup. Got it. Okay, you two, let's head inside. That's right, let's go. Once your wife and that man enter the club, we've requested they be seated at the table right here. Okay, that'll do. If he's some corrupt real estate agent, I'll see to his arrest myself. This is getting interesting. Oh, there they are. Excuse me, I have a reservation for 2 under Clyde. Right this way, sir. This is one fancy club. Is this your first time coming here, Margaret? I would think you've seen everything in Crossbow. I would think you've seen everything Crossbow has to offer with your husband being so high up in the police. Oh please, that's a riot. He may be the vice commissioner, but his salary is peanuts. He'd much rather drink the night away with the hostess in a dingy bar than take me out to a nice restaurant. Ooh. Oh no. Talk to him. My apologies then. It may only be noon, but allow me to kickstart the proceedings by buying you a drink. I'd be happy to accept. Don't worry, Vice Commissioner. Why, I don't need you telling me what to do. But what if this club is beyond my salary? A dingy bar does suit me better. What's wrong with that? Nothing besides your overwhelming inferiority complex. Bringing you with us was a mistake. Shall we get down to business then? Let's get down to business. I retrieved what appeared to be a contract from its briefcase. As you requested, the contract for the villa in Michelin's residential area. Sign your name on the dotted line and it's all yours. I've been waiting for this moment. I'd love to sign. You were right, it's a contract for a property at Michelin. What's the plan? We still haven't learned whether or not this deal is on the up and up. Hey. Stay away from my wife! What? Pierre? Oh no. This will go well. What are you doing here? Cancel this deal at once, Margaret. This corrupt realtor is tricking you. I beg your pardon. Hold on just a moment. Corrupt? I haven't done anything wrong. Funny joke, comedy man. You can't fool me. Pierre, you're whining and dining my wife, buttering up into taking some kind of ridiculous loan out on this property, aren't you? Pierre, it'll be a cold day in Gehenna before you force that on us. Pierre, stay silent, woman. As the CPD's vice commissioner, oh, she spelled out his name. I'm sorry, Snookums. That was the quickest surrender I've ever seen. Did you hear that whip crack? You go, Margaret. Goddess, how do I put up with you? You're supposed to be a vice commissioner. How could you so blindly jump to the wrong conclusion and treat him like a criminal? Have you no shame? I'm sorry, please forgive me. Hold on. This is all a misunderstanding. Wait, it is? Now I'm hooked. Go on, Margaret. Spill that tea. Don't spare any details. Very well. First, Clyde here is a respectable realtor who deals with luxury properties. Your assessment was wrong to begin with. He's not corrupt at all. But if that's true, then we definitely can't afford a property like that. About that, I actually made an enormous profit from stocks I was trading recently. It was several times your salary. Stocks? To be honest, my patience has reached its limit. You earned your position solely through connections and luck. You're a pitiful man who does nothing at home. Maybe it's because you don't want to be at home with me, but your late night drinking binges are straining our finances. Oh. You were in a much better mood when you thought you'd become the next commissioner after the old one was dismissed. And then the other vice commissioner was chosen over you. Your depression has made you moan and complain incessantly ever since. Isn't that a little harsh, ma'am? I honestly don't think I can live with you anymore. This is why I've discussed using my earnings to purchase a home to live separately. The plan was to separate from you before eventually filing for a divorce. Yeah! There it is. Now it's getting good. Were you born without the ability to feel compassion? Wait, did you just say was? I did. You organized all this because you were afraid of losing me, didn't you? You had been so afraid of me that you had been avoiding coming home. I'm impressed that you went through with all this. So tonight, I want you to come home so that we can sit down and talk this through. Together. Margaret. There you have it, Clyde. I'll have to put this purchase on hold. This can't be, Margaret. We were so close. It's not like I've canceled the deal entirely. It was wrong of me to negotiate alone. I look forward to discussing this again in the future. We may not be separating, but I'm still interested in the property. I'm sure I'll purchase it eventually. I would have liked to close the deal today, but I can't force you to sign a contract. I'll excuse myself then. Turns out Clyde wasn't guilty of anything in the end. I feel bad for tailing and suspecting him. Who cares about his feelings? We've solved the case between the Vice Commissioner and his wife. That's what counts. I should be going to, Pierre. I will see you tonight. We have plenty to discuss, so come straight home after work. Understood? Yes, Nookums. So he dons the leash yet again. Excellent work today, SSS. We're glad that everything worked out in the end. It's a relief to see your wife wasn't being conned. So you say, but I'm going to be paying for a second mortgage after all. Thank the goddess we're not getting a new divorce. I suppose we can use the new place on the weekend. Margaret seemed taken by it at least. Yeah man, sometimes you gotta give in and let the lady have what she wants. Besides, the fun came from her stock market earnings. Which is a whole different can of worms. How could I ever have... This has all been a reminder of just how much more capable she is than me. You reap what you sow. Be that as it may, as long as I'm still a married man at the end of the day, I should be grateful. You have my thanks, SSS. Anytime, Vice Commissioner, you can always count on us. We'll show ourselves out now. What a quest. That was actually a pretty entertaining quest.
どうしますか? 目的地を選んでください。お安いご用です。はい、到着しました。
Just what does my fool of a son think he's doing? I'm concerned as well. I think there's a possibility he's been... Hello, Chief Tulta. This is the Special Support Section. Hey, Mr. Hayworth. Oh, and Mr. Hayworth is here too. There you all are. I've been waiting. You must have seen the request. Thank you for coming. Sure. Why are you here, Mr. Hayworth? As it so happens, he's got a connection to this problem as well. Chief Tulta and I were speaking, and we decided it would be prudent of us to consult the SSS on this. Considering the circumstances, we thought the situation called for a professional investigation. If that's the case, this must be a serious issue. I believe the description mentioned this had to do with your son, correct? Yes, it's a very complicated matter. If you have time to do the request, I can brief you on all the details. Is now a good time? Now it works for us. Tell us everything you need to. Thanks, SSS. I'm in your debt again. My son, Derek, has been acting strangely recently. I get the feeling he's got some detestable plan in the works. Detestable? Isn't that a little overdramatic? I don't know the details yet, but I've got a decent idea of what he may be thinking. Apparently, Derek told Harold that Amorico would no longer be doing business with him. Really? Why would he do that? Haven't you always been on excellent terms with the village, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I've done my best to be kind to the people here since we started doing business. I came to see Chief Tulsa today because I was afraid there was some kind of misunderstanding. Now let me guess, the chief here was just out of the loop as you were. Am I right? Yes, you are. We never intended to wrong Mr. Hayworth like this. Losing a customer such as him would be a horrible loss for our village. I'm sure my son is fully aware of that as well. This is certainly strange. What reason could Derek have to go over your head and make a decision like that so rashly? That's what Harold and I have been discussing. In doing so, a certain suspicious person came to mind. Derek has been meeting with a foreigner recently. Foreigner? We don't know much about him right now. All we know is that he and Derek have been talking in secret. Nothing says suspicious quite like secret meetings. So my request to you is to investigate this foreigner for us. If he is plotting some sort of nefarious scheme, we need to put a stop to it immediately. Excuse me. I apologize if this comes off as rude, but is something like this really worth making a support request out of? Surely the logical approach would be to simply speak with your son yourself. Don't think that's our call, Teotot. I'm embarrassed to say so, but the young lady is correct. He and I have been at odds on how to best run the village for a long time. If I try to talk to him myself, we just end up arguing about it again. As his father, it pains me to admit that. No wonder you decided to consult us. I understand the circumstances now. We'll begin investigating immediately. I think we'll start by interviewing each of the villagers. Feel free to do so. Derek and Elkin are delivering produce to the city right now. You may be better off speaking with them last. Best of luck, SSS. I hope you can get to the bottom of this. We'll do everything we can, Mr. Hayworth. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Lloyd asked about the foreigner who's been recently visiting Amorica. Oh, that guy who's been here off and on? Well, he's very polite and pleasant to be around. Polite, huh? I see. And do you happen to know this man's name? Let's see, I believe it was Minith. Or at least that's what he signed the guest registry as. Minith, at least we have a name to work with now. Is there anything else you can tell us about this individual? Well, he wasn't too chatty, so there's not much to tell. He's called Derek up to his room a couple of times. I think they've been talking about something. That's about all I can tell you. Sounds like what Chief Tolta has been concerned about. Yeah, it's good to have that confirmed at least. Thank you for your help. Not a problem. I'm glad to be of service. While you're here, why don't you order some food while you're at it? No, I'm good. Bye. There's been a guy in the village lately that's dressed to the nines. He told Gramps that I was such a capable lad. Of course, Gramps was thrilled. I know he was just flattering me, though. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Lloyd asked about the foreigner who's been recently visiting Amorica. Oh, him? The guy's got a keen eye, that's for sure. What do you mean by that? He's become infatuated with our honey. He's been saying, this'll be a hit. I'll be able to sell this across the entire continent. Sell it across the continent? What is he, a trader or something? I've never heard him outright say it, but that seems likely. With his running taste like that, I'm sure he's already made a name for himself. I'd be thrilled if my grandson were to follow his example. Is that so? So this dude is some kind of merchant, eh? Good to know. Thank you for your help. Not a problem. You can talk to me anytime. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Lloyd asked about the foreigner who's been visiting Amorica village recently. Him? Well, if I had to describe him, I might say considerate. Considerate? Can you elaborate? Once he was passing by the children as they were playing, and they accidentally got his clothes dirty. Rather than get angry, he paid it no mind and even gave them some candy. I didn't know whether to thank him or compliment how thoughtful he was. I was speechless. Interesting. Well, thanks for your time. Okay, we've spoken to a few villagers and have more info to go off of now. This man is named Minith, and he's believed to be a foreign trader. Supposedly a kind man as well. A type that's patient and caring with kids. On the other hand, we don't know why he's here in the first place, and that, of itself, is suspicious. That's a good point. Yes, we never did learn a motive in any of those conversations. The biggest thing that stands out is him talking with the village chief's son in secret. That doesn't pass the smell test, rather. I'm inclined to agree. It's incongruent with everything else we heard. I think we should follow up on that. Wait, look over by the entrance. That's Elkin, the one who went with Derek into the city. He must have just gotten back. Let's go speak with him. Excuse me, Elkin, right? I've got a couple things I'd like to ask you. Oh, what can I do for you? Perhaps you came to ask me about my shiny new orbital truck. No, sorry to disappoint. Aw, really? But it's the Vern Company's latest model, and I got it cheap from Minith. Is that true? By Minith you mean the foreigner who's been visiting the village recently, right? Just how cheap are we talking here? Get this, I got it for the low price of just 50,000 Mira. Only 50,000 Mira? What I wouldn't give to get that lucky just once. Does the goddess have it in for me? Easy, Noelle. I can see you turning as green as your hat. Sorry. Moving past Noelle's mechanophilia. The average market value of a new truck should be nearly 500,000 mira. The amount you paid is exorbitantly low. That would be a 90% discount. Sounds more like a charity than a bargain. He said he discounted the price. He said the discounted price was so we could afford it and make our work easier. He and Derek have been working out a plan or something. Guess it's going well. That minute, I tell you, my hat's off to him. Plan? Shoot, Derek said I'm not supposed to talk about it. Pretend you didn't hear that. Anyway, this Minnow guy's the real deal. So you say. Wait a minute, did you come back alone, Elkin? You told us that you and Derek went to the city together to deliver produce. We did, but Derek told me he'd catch a bus back to the village later. He said he had some business to take care of at the hotel in the entertainment district. I guess it's another meeting with Minnow. Hey Lloyd, this could be our chance to speak with Minnow face to face. We should go check for ourselves. Thank you for speaking with us, Elkin. This was helpful. No problem. Not that I get what you're after, but good luck. Until he has a car like the SSS car, he ain't that tight though. Speaking of, you know what, I realized I haven't bought new Master Quartz in a while. I don't even know if I can get some new Master Quartz. I'm about to find out. Aegis and Scepter? Oh, I don't know. Money for how much Scepter though? Not much. I'll have to be able to make that happen. Shadow Circle. Oh. Ooh, P-Charger. Mishy coloring. Alright. Let me go to the IBC and completely break what little Epith I have left and start for the rest of the game, probably. Because I got to do it. I'm all out of time, Seppa. I'm out of time. Oh, you know what? I made that cast too. I remember now. I spent 1,000 to make that cast too. Oops. All right. Wait a minute. Those 20,000 and 50,000. I don't have enough. Means I need at least 70. Oh man. I'm gonna be broke. Oh man, I'm about to be super broke. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for Master Quartz. I don't know which ones are good, so I'm just out here winging it. Oh man. Oop, no, not top. I won't do that. Yep, 70k. Yeah, I guess. Guess I'll buy it just for the sake of collector's sake. I don't know if I should have done that. That may not have been smart. I'm gonna put that in a separate save file just in case I regret that decision later. Where's Scepter? Attain Epith from attack/crafts, 30% chance. Attain Epith from offensive arts, 15% chance. Huh. Speed raise, nice too. Aegis. Begin battle with immunity. 1 stack of max guard. I don't know, man. They don't even seem that useful, to be honest. Oh well, I bought them, so I'm in this hellhole now. Do the entertainment district. Alright, see you tomorrow. Good speaking with you as always. Oh, wait, aren't you... Pardon us. You're Derek from Amorica Village, right? That'd be me. Is there something I can help you with? Crossbell Police, Special Support Section. We have a few questions we'd like to ask. Okay then. Let me guess, my father sent you here, didn't he? Even called the police. Ah, that's just rich. He had a reason for doing so. I already know his game. He's snooping around to find out what I'm up to, right? Well, I have nothing to hide. Ask me whatever you want. I wasn't expecting that. I'll get straight to the point then. We were told you've been having secret meetings with a man named Mineth very often recently. Could you enlighten us as to why? What of it? It's not as though my father can do anything about it. Mineth is someone who's helping me with something. We are trying to improve the village. Improve the village? Why would you keep something so important from your father? Well, well-intentioned or not, doesn't it concern him just as much as it does you? I tried to talk to my father about improving the village countless times. He just kept telling me about how I've lost sight of our ideals and how making sudden changes won't solve anything. But if things continue the way they are, a rural village like ours has no future. This kind of reform is necessary for a sustainable future. Father doesn't understand that one bit. We've been working with this Mineth character to that end. Unlike my father, he actually listens to my ideas. He helped me discover a huge opportunity for our apiary. I plan to start a big business with them in the near future. What? Can you hear yourself right now? Mind your own business. That's all I have to say to you. You got what you came here for, right? I need to go back to the village now. That was rather curt. Yeah, he totally blew us off. Hey, are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Why don't we head inside and see this Mineth guy for ourselves? Not a bad idea. I get a better idea of what he's all about. Want to show ourselves in right now? Hell yeah, I do. Here goes nothing. What? Who is it? I didn't order any room service. We're looking for a Mineth. I apologize for bothering you, but we're with the Crossbell Police, Special Support Section. I have a couple of questions for you. Oh dear, you're police officers. Why'd you not say sooner? Come in, the door is unlocked. You hear his tone change when he said we were the police? Yeah, his guard is up. Okay, we're coming in now. Oh no, you shady. I can tell you in. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Mineth. What brings you here today? Like I said, we simply have a few questions we'd like for you to answer. Would that be alright with you? But of course, I'd be happy to help in any way I can, officer. Is there some kind of trouble in the area? No, that's not it. This pertains to you specifically. We want to know more about you and what brought you to our Amorica village. Could you start by telling us more about yourself? Well, this is a surprise. Seeing as you're police officers, I suppose I have no reason to not cooperate, though. As I said, my name is Mineth, and I am a corporate executive. I focus on product and business development. I've been visiting Amorica Village for an important business opportunity on behalf of the Quincy Company. Did you say the Quincy Company? Not ringing any bells, personally. You heard of them, Mademoiselle? Quincy Company is a famous international confectioner. They're one of the largest companies in their industry. You can buy their products in Crossbell, too. Yeah, it does sound familiar. I think I used to buy their chocolate as a kid. Huh, excuse me for not having a sweet tooth. It's quite alright, young man. I may work for the company, but I've never been one for sweets either. I got my current position thanks to my reputation as a salesman. Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to get us off track. It's fine, we're partly to blame. But about that deal with the Morica village you mentioned. Does that have anything to do with the village chief's son, Derek? Derek told us that had something to do with the future of the village. Did he now? In that case, I suppose there's no sense in keeping it a secret. Derek and I have built a strong working relationship recently. That matches Derek's story. Could you elaborate? But of course. The Quincy Company is constantly seeking opportunities to grow our confectionery business. The head officer tasked me with a project in that regard, and that is to establish a foothold for us to expand our business into Crossbell. In other words, you plan to establish a subsidiary of the Quincy Company in Crossbell. Exactly. I began my search by visiting the department store in the city. That's when I found it. The luxurious, high-quality honey produced in Amorica Village. That honey is made using the lotus flower fields in the village. Mr. Hayworth always praises it for how high quality it is. That's right, the honey has been produced using their bountiful lotus fields which have been passed down for generations. Upon seeing it, it was like the goddess herself had shown me the way. I developed a plan for the brand new confectionery venture. I call it the Amorican Honey Company. The Amorican Honey Company? I won't deny it's pretty catchy. We'll be selling candies made primarily from Amorica Village's delectable honey. But in order to do so, we need the full cooperation of the villagers. That's why I approached the next chief, Derek, with this proposal. I asked if he'd like to manage the construction of the factory as well as the new business. Wouldn't that make Derek the manager of the Quincy Company's subsidiary? Naturally, my company would use our expertise in marketing to its full extent. The fields would also be overseen by our staff. We don't want to cause trouble for the villagers after all. On the contrary, we like to make their lives easier. Where do you intend on building a factory though? We're in the middle of discussions, but I was eyeing that private property on Old Amorica Road. It is currently only used for storage, so I can't imagine this will be disagreeable. In those conditions, I can see why you're hopeful about this taking off. Especially if you have Derek's backing with the goal of improving life in the village. Everyone comes out a winner. Isn't that swell? Haha, exactly. Derek's talent and strong sense of responsibility made me want to work with him. That's all I can tell you for now. Does that answer your question? It does. Thank you for your cooperation. You have a much better grasp of what's been happening in the village lately. Is there anything you'd like to discuss further? No, not right now. Sorry to take up your time. We'll be going now. No problem at all, officers. Come again anytime. Please take care. Where do we even begin? That's quite a plan he's put together. Minda's plan with Derek is even more ambitious than I had expected. That plan of his seems like a ton of work, but it could pay off big time. Hey damn, could you imagine? Anyway, I think we've got all the answers that we're looking for. Yeah, let's head back to our Morica village. We need to report our findings to Chief Tolda. Maybe he isn't shady. I think he's shady. I don't trust no guy with a monocle. I can't believe this. Mineth is with the Quincy Company. That whole Amorican Honey Company business, too. I never would have expected they were planning something so grand. It involves the village's private property, no less. I didn't peg Derek as the type to do something like this. Has Derek returned to the village yet? That's right, he didn't return with Elkin either, to the village earlier. He did say he'd be returning when we ran into him at the hotel, though. I wouldn't know. Derek doesn't come home very often these days. He started renting a room at the Ash Tree, to tell you the truth. Smith has been staying there as well. Maybe that's why Derek is staying there in the first place. He's been scheming something like this under my nose all along. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing. I wouldn't be so sure. I'd hardly be surprised if moving into Ash Tree Inn was Mineth's idea. He may have been trying to prevent you from catching wind of what's going on. What do you mean? I'll let our dashing leader here handle the details. Ignoring that first part, I'll do my best to explain. There's something more to this than we realize, Lloyd. Keep in mind, I'm only speculating. But I do have my suspicions about this Mineth character. What do you mean? The plan he laid out for us benefited everyone involved. Amorica gains a new industry, while the Quincy Company gets a new subsidiary in a market they want to expand in. At a glance, that seems all well and good. Almost too good to be true, wouldn't you say? Well, now that you mention it. It does remind me of Menace selling Elkin a new orbital truck at a ridiculously low price. In this context, it now seems like an investment. An orbital truck isn't something you basically gift to someone at random. Not at how much they cost. I've never heard of one selling for only 50,000 Mira until now. What you two are getting at is that he knows he's going to make that Mira back, doesn't he? That is very strange. A company as large as Quincy would normally sink this much Mira into an unproven startup. They wouldn't, would they? I don't like where this is headed. This leads me to believe that Minith has an ulterior motive, one that is guaranteed to make him a profit. This is all conjecture, however. I simply want you to keep what we're saying in mind. I will. I'll have to be very careful about what might happen next. And kudos on the fine investigative work, SSS. I feel like I understand what's happening here. Thank you for the help. Happy to, Chief told him. Are you saying you can handle it from here? You can continue investigating if you'd like. That's alright, you've done more than enough for now. As soon as I heard about the plan to build a factory on our property, I knew I could not support such a thing. I'll speak to Derek as the chief of this village and try to persuade him to abandon this plan of his. Perhaps that would be for the best. We'll be excusing ourselves then. You can follow up with us if you ever need anything else in this matter. Of course, if the need arises, I will be sure to call on you again. Well, I mean, I guess we didn't prove that he was suspicious, but yeah, I don't trust him. Son of a... Oh well, whatever. There you guys are. Thank Adios you're here. You came to help me out, right? Never change, Raymond. Wait, are you by yourself? I don't see Chief Inspector Donovan anywhere. Yeah, something kinda happened. Mind if I give you a quick rundown? Please do. According to the details of the request, you're after the counterfeit dealer again. Got that right. Legal reforms have been instated by the new... The legal reforms instated by the new mayor allow us to crack down on this sort of thing. Second Division has been beefing up its efforts as a result. Anyway, that counterfeit dealer managed to worm her way into Crossbell again. I had been staking her out for the longest time until I finally caught her in the act again. Are all of you talking about the same one that came through Tangum Gate earlier this year? What kind of person did they end up being, actually? Oh yeah, I forgot. You gave us a hand in guiding the passengers. Let's see, how do I describe her? Foul-mouthed, boisterous, surprisingly quick on her feet for her age. Sum it up, I'd say she was a bat out of Gehenna? A what? That wasn't what I was expecting. I'd like to meet her. So you caught her all by yourself. Damn fine work catching that slippery broad again, Raymond. Yeah, about that. You managed to get away in the end, at a frightening speed, too. She has learned nothing. Is it safe to assume our little counterfeit dealer is hiding inside the train station right now? Bingo. I knew you guys were quick-witted. It looks like she's trying to make a break for Erebonia. I'm guessing she thinks she already shook us off her tail. I saw her walk onto platform 2 and she's patiently waiting for the train. There's still some time before the next train bound for the Empire arrives. This is our chance to catch her. Pump the brakes. If it's really gonna be that easy. What the heck did you call us here for? Funny story. You'll get a kick out of this. Inspector Donovan's busy. I'm handling this case. Problem is, I kinda lost the confidence to be able to catch her on my own. Raymond, well, confidence aside, I can't deny that you're short-handed right now. Crossbell Station is a large area to cover on your own. If the perimeter isn't secured, she could escape. Now you're getting it. I had no choice but to call in some backup. If I'm going to take down this counterfeit dealer once and for all, I'm going to need the help of the SSS. Namely, I need some of you to be on the lookout to make sure she doesn't try to slip out of the station. I figured, what the hey, you've already caught her once before, you guys can take her down again. Bust the counterfeit dealer. Sure, we'd be glad to help. Oh, awesome, thanks. I owe you big time. First things first, let's figure out who's gonna help with the arrest. Which of you is gonna come with me? How do you guys want to split up? Considering you are a detective yourself, I think you should assist him, Lloyd. I'm a little worried leaving it all up to Detective Raymond. Hey, I heard that. Oh, who am I kidding? I can't deny I feel better with Lloyd tagging along. Alright, we have 2 detectives now. I think it'd be a good idea to bring one more person for support. The other 4 can stay on lookout duty. Who's going to go with you? Who is going to join you 2 then? Alright. You're up, Ellie. Understood? The rest of you, keep an eye out on the station's exit. Remember who we're dealing with. Anything could happen. Stay sharp, guys. I haven't spotted them yet. They may have boarded the train already. Let's hurry. Pursuing the counterfeit dealer. The inspection of the Calvard-bound train will be over momentarily. Please refrain from boarding the train for a little while longer. The train bound for Calvard is going to leave soon. I wonder where our counterfeit dealer is hiding. I'm pretty sure I spotted her somewhere around here earlier. There she is. Oh, a fellow trader, eh? How'd business in Crossbell go? Not well, I'm afraid. I had a rough go of it because of a business rival. That's unfortunate. Honestly, people like them are a disgrace to our industry. No, I think that was a failing on my part. That's why I'm starting fresh in Erebonia. Haha, your determination as a trader is admirable. Maybe it was fated that we met like this. If you like, I could introduce you to some of my connections in Erebonia. Oh my, really? Thank you, kind sir. I'll take you up on that offer. Actually, you won't be taking up any offers at all. Huh? Crossbell Police, Special Support Section. Long time no see, ma'am. You're... I see you've remembered us, Miss Counterfeit Dealer. Bet you thought you lost us. Not getting away this time. But wait, what the heck is going on? Counterfeit Dealer, what are you going on about? Ugh. State law has been amended since we last crossed paths. We're taking you in on suspicion of illegal trading. We have the station surrounded. You have nowhere to run. Why don't you turn yourself in already? Don't screw with me, you brats. Eek. Holy. Whoa, what? You cornered me so I couldn't escape? This is the second time, too. How dare you screw with me? You're all a bunch of snakes. This is why I despise the police. If you didn't want to be caught, you shouldn't have shown up at Crossbells. Shut up. I don't care if I'm surrounded. Try to catch me. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. This isn't the time to be impressed, Lloyd. Right. Yeah, after all exits and entrances are covered, so we just need to catch her. What the? Screw those brats. If they've got me surrounded here, I'll just find a different route. We apologize for the wait. The train bound for Calvert is about to depart. Please mind your footing while boarding the train. That's my ticket out of here. You're kidding me. What? What the hell? Did she really just do that? I don't believe it. How desperate can she be? Man, what the hell am I going to tell Inspector Donovan? Let's go, Ellie. Understood. Wait, don't tell me. Seriously? Are you actually going to chase after her? How else are we going to arrest her? We don't have a choice. We're going on ahead. Let's go, Lloyd. What do I do? I can't leave it all to the SSS. Ah! I can't believe he did it. Didn't know you had it in you, Raymond. Are you okay, Raymond? If you want, we can take things from here. I'm fine. The inspector assigned me to this case, so I can't back down now. Besides, I'm not going to let you two have all the fun. Thank you, Detective Raymond. Now we pursue the counterfeit dealer. You must have jumped into one of the cars. If we clear each one starting from the rear, she won't have anywhere to hide. Let's go, Raymond. Right behind you. She won't get away this time. Did that old lady just hop down from the roof? Yeah, who in the heck is she? Shut your mouths and stop gawking. This isn't a show. Ah, she's a demon. There she is. Damn it. How are you brats so persistent? Don't you know when to quit? I believe that's our line, ma'am. There's nowhere left to run. Surrender peacefully. Yeah, give it up already. Ha! I thought you might say that. You listen well, you whippersnappers. As long as Adios' light shines on this continent, I will never be caught. Never! I love this quest. What the hell is she talking about? Never mind, we can't let her get away. Get back here. Train is finally moving again. I can finally get some rest. Yeah, it's time to bid farewell to Crossbell. I regret that some of our comrades were caught by Heiyue. That simply means they were not adequately prepared. Their failures are their own. Regardless, we will one day pay Heiyue back in kind. What was that, gentlemen? Pardon me for intruding on your lively conversation. What? You're... Heiyue? Damn it, you tailed us here. You think that Master Cow would allow you to escape so easily? Gentlemen from the anti-immigration faction, we'll have to ask you to come with us. Once we reach Altair, we'll be disembarking and boarding a train headed right back to Crossbell. This is bad. Out of my way, bozos. What? Damn it. Didn't I tell you I'm supposed to get the hell out of my way? Oh crap, I can't just stand here. What the hell? Who is this granny? Let me ask you something. Are these guys giving you a hard time? Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for the assist, lady. Kinda saved us. Listen, I don't know what you did to piss these goons off. But beggars can't be choosers. I need all the help I can get. If you have any sense of gratitude whatsoever, fall in line and come with me. Who knows? I might just be your ticket to freedom. What? Really? You heard me. Chop chop, boys. Right. But wait. What just happened? She's back on the roof again. It looked like there were other people following her too. Don't tell me she had reinforcements on the train all along. That can't be. All of her subordinates should already be in custody. Whether they're with her or not, we have to pursue them. You're right. We have no choice but to head back to the roof. What the hell are they? You're members of the anti-immigration faction from the Republic. The terrorists that targeted the trade conference. Damned Crossbell police. I don't know what you're doing here, but we're not about to be arrested. Pursue us and die. That's your only warning. I don't think they're going back down. I'm still confused as to why they're aiding the counterfeit dealer of all people. Regardless, we're about to bend the will of the terrorists just because they threatened us. You're coming with us. Surrender. They are? Wait. Thank you, finally. Raymond, what are you doing? Are they for real? Blondie aside, the other two look like me. Blondie aside, the other two look like they mean business. Whatever, we bought some time. Pull back. Yeah. That was nuts. Damn it, we can't let them get away again. Damn it, we let them get away again. Yes, but they're out of places to run. Let's prepare to make the arrest. This is a fucking high-speed train chase? Alright, this is kinda cool. Or I mean, we're not chasing the train, per se, but... Stop. You brats just don't know when to give up. Should have known these random idiots would be useless. Good help is just so hard to find these days. You're at the end of your rope. There's nowhere for you to run. Surrender now. You three as well. Yeah, you heard the man. Damn. Into some punk kids too. I swear to the goddess, kids these days. What is that supposed to mean? You're still not trying to escape, are you? Ha! Isn't it obvious? You think you're so damn smart, don't you? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Once we reach Altair, I'll have you right where I want you. The Republic is my turf. I'll have the home field advantage. Get it? As soon as we pull into the station, it's game over for you punks. You've got to be kidding me. You're still planning to run away after all this? You're cornered on top of a moving train for Adios' sake. Ha! Now you listen here, you baby-faced twerp. There is no chance on Adios' green earth that I'll be caught. Try as much as you'd like, you'll never take me alive. Now do you get it, huh? Whoa. Please, take us with you. Are you all out of your minds? You keep telling me that there's no possible way you can escape. Randy had you pegged the first time we met. You really are off your rocker. It's too bad for her. We're not letting them get away. If we don't make this arrest, the inspector is gonna have my ass. I can't let him down. Whew. Detective Raymond. I couldn't agree more. That's why this ends here. Everyone go. Fight until they're fully restrained. How many times must I say it? You feeling lucky, punks? Go ahead and try it. Get 'em, boys. The fuck? I need to scan her as well. Clobber these stupid dogs. Huh. Raymond, you suck. Analyze her. Get him. One down. Huh? Oh no. Don't screw with me. Oh, I love it. I love it. Got him. Phew. We did it. This can't be happening. Come on, you good for nothings. Pull yourselves together and defend my honor. Ugh, my leg. Oh, crap. Why you? How dare you? If that's how you want it, fine. Let's see you stop me. I'll jump. I'll do it. Don't think I won't. I really would not recommend that. You're going to break more than just a hip if you survive, that is. Damn it. Where does one old lady find so much tenacity? Even the terrorists don't have this much fight in them. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, we've apprehended them. What now, Raymond? Oh, right. We'll be in Altair soon. I guess our best bet will be handing them over to the Republican army. Yeah, that's a good call. They should all be Calvardian citizens, so that's probably for the best. Alright, if we ask the conductor, he should be able to contact Altair Station and let them know we have a delivery to make. Allow me to thank the Crossbell Police for their hard work. We'll take over from here. You can trust their custody to us. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for the help. Get moving. Damn you. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay for this. That's enough out of you. Don't tell me what to do, you pissant soldier. Don't you know how to treat a lady with respect? Pissant? Take her away. I hope we never have to see her again. I agree. We intend to make sure that this never happens again. Thank you once again. Be careful on your way home, you three. We will, and thank you too. I hope we did enough. I would prefer for us to be the ones to make the actual arrest. That's true, but we did what we could. In the end, she didn't escape, and that's what matters most. Yeah, that's true, and that means I get to keep my ass. Phew. I just have to write up a report for Inspector Donovan. Point taken, and good luck with that, Raymond. Oh, are we all set to make our way back to Crossbell City now? A good idea. Let's not overstay our welcome here. Sure, but since we're here, why not get some sightseeing in? Are you serious? Some other time, Raymond. This result was not as planned. The important thing is that we didn't let the stragglers escape. For now, let's return and report into Master Cow. Of course. Lloyd and the others then waited to board the next train back to Crossbell. After pulling Raymond from the gift shop, the three finally bid the Republic farewell. Phew, surprised the hell out of me when I heard you guys went all the way out to Calvard. Who knew it would turn out like this? I apologize for not contacting you. Well, we managed to apprehend the counterfeit dealer, so all's well that ends well. I can't disagree. No arguing here either. Well, I need to get back to the 2nd Division's office and write up a report. Guess that means I'm dipping for now. It was fun working with you today. Man, you guys really helped me out today. Don't think I had a chance in hell of arresting that old bat on my own. I won't forget this one. We're just doing our job. The SSS is always ready to help our CPD comrades, Raymond. If you say so, I'll drop you a line if I need your help again. That was a fun quest. Alrighty. The report. I can have some Mira, so maybe I can, I don't know. Ooh, ingenuity, yes! I've been waiting for that quartz. Who am I gonna give it to? Hold on a second. Oh, I need 2. 2 of each, so... Oh, never mind, that covers it. We'll have it. I do that. So... I need to upgrade that slot, though. Which I definitely don't have enough Sepith for, I don't think. Well, I'm about to find out, actually. Chances are I don't have enough. Yeah, nah. Nowhere near enough. Nope. Alright, well at least I have it for later. I don't recall ingenuity being an earth quartz. Could have sworn it was a fire quartz. Oh well. What do we have left to do? Oh shit, how long has this episode been running? I don't even know. Alright, that's gonna conclude this episode. We'll start up another one soon here. But yes, thank you guys for watching this episode of Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. This quest has been a lot of fun. Or these quests, rather, I should say, have been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.